Alrighty, so I am not necessarily a pumpkin latte kind of guy, although I will have one every now and again. But fall is absolutely my favorite time of the year in Fort Collins, Colorado. Born and raised here in Fort Collins, it is something that I look forward to for many reasons. Maybe it's because my birthday falls in the middle of fall, or school's back in session, or I liked going and watching football. But in Fort Collins, I would say fall, being along the foothills, is one of the most beautiful times of the year here. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you what you can expect moving into fall here in Fort Collins, Colorado. What's up, everybody? My name is Patrick Soukup with Soukup Real Estate Services here in Fort Collins, Colorado. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing if what you're looking at doing is learning everything there is to know about Fort Collins and Northern Colorado. Eating, sleeping, playing, working, living in fall, whatever that might be. And if at the end of the video you've enjoyed the content, give it a thumbs up, comment, engage, interact, maybe even share with some friends. And as much as we like making these YouTube videos for real estate, we like more working with buyers, sellers, and investors for all their real estate needs for everything here in Northern Colorado. So give me a call, text, email, whatever it is, I've got your back when it comes to moving or living in Northern Colorado and Fort Collins. Without any further delay, let's jump into welcome to fall in Fort Collins, Colorado. Enjoy. Alrighty, so as I mentioned, I think maybe one of the big reasons why I love fall is maybe my birthday falls in the middle of it, November 17th. So shout out when that time comes around. But, you know, other than that, honestly, growing up, coming into CSU, it's a college-backed community. So students coming back into town, I think there's just this new revitalized energy to the city when fall rolls around. Now, obviously, it's September 1st to November 30th is our official fall dates, depending on which calendar you're looking at. I think this year, actually, technically, fall doesn't start until September 22nd, whether you're on astronomical or meteorological, whatever it is, calendar. But that being said, really, September 1st to November 30th is a good, safe time period to consider fall here in Fort Collins. And with the daylight savings happening really in the middle of this fall season, you can expect the sun to come up anywhere between 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. with that fall back daylight savings, but our sun setting is really going to get shorter and shorter and shorter from at the end of, middle of 6:30ish, and then all the way when November 30th hits to about 4:30 in the afternoon, that sun is setting. So the days are going to get shorter and shorter, but that doesn't mean that you can't go out and enjoy some good football. CSU is not necessarily the best football team in America, and especially after losing to an FCS school, San Diego State University, just the other day. Not one of our finer moments, but it is a great time to go spend with the community, especially after 2020 shut us down and we really didn't get to do any type of tailgating or any community, members from other communities came into our town. It was so fun seeing all of the different South Dakota State shirts down in Old Town just the other day, people out having a good time. And really, our weather could be, really all over the place, but I would say up and through November, you could see on average highs of mid to high 50s. And throughout September, October, you could see high 70s, high 60s, and really be able to still enjoy the outdoor barbecuing scene, which parlays into that tailgating. So being from CSU, now it's still a very interesting time having football be on campus and not at Hughes Stadium. When it was Hughes Stadium, tailgates were, a rage. They were awesome. You could go out, play in the dirt field, play catch, drink a beer, have some food. And now the tailgating is a little bit more spread out. So we're still trying to find kind of our stride in what tailgating looks like in Fort Collins and CSU, but nevertheless, it's a good time and new traditions will come to be. And other than that, these shorter days, still very, very nice and warm, able to barbecue, go out and enjoy a beer on a patio. The school's getting back in session, my birthday being right in the middle of it, you know, we've got some other cool things that are going on. Obviously, we got Halloween, and we're gonna be coming out with a video of the top 5 things to do during our fall time period. But, you know, we've got Tiny Tots, we've got this holiday lights that get lit right around November 2nd. And really, it's just a good time to spend outdoors with friends, family, go watch football, go have a beer on a patio. Your days are gonna get shorter, so you're probably not gonna be able to spend too much time out boating or anything like that, but that's not to say that there's still not a lot of boating going on. Our pools get shut down Labor Day, generally. Now, obviously, if it's a private country club type operation, they could be open later, but a public pool is always going to be closing on Labor Day. So that's kind of our end of the summer hurrah for all the kiddos and families out there that enjoy going to pools. And although those pools are shutting down, there is still plenty of things and activities to do here in Fort Collins during the fall time. Corn mazes. Yeah, we've got that fall harvest. And for me and my family, we go visit my sister 2.5 hours to the east, and we spend Corn Fest in Haxton, Colorado. Population of less than 1,000 people. But just 2.5 hours away, very strong farming community, celebrates the end of the harvest with Corn Fest. And well, what does that mean for corn mazes that are in town or close to town? Well, those corn fields get turned into corn mazes. And at the end of the night, once we get closer to Halloween, haunted corn mazes. So definitely some fun things to be doing outdoors. And if you get the opportunity to head up just up the hill to Estes and hear the elk bugling, they really are going to be going all the way from, you know, through September and October, and right on the foot of the Rocky Mountain National Forest. It's something that you and your family would really enjoy seeing. Watching elk come walk through the town, you know, sitting on the golf course and hearing them call for their mates is definitely something that you're going to have, you know, a fun time doing. And while you're driving up and down, you're going to see some of the most beautiful colors. You know, obviously maybe it's not the Northwest that you see on lots of postcards, but we have our own postcards here in northern Colorado, Fort Collins, up the Poudre. You are going to see some beautiful sights. Now, unfortunately, over the last few years, there has been, you know, some fires that have ravaged, you know, some of these beautiful landscapes, but they will come back, they will rejuvenate, and you still have the opportunity to see some beautiful sights while you're driving up the Poudre. You know, so these are all some of my favorite things that I look forward to moving into fall. Now, for those of you who may consider moving to Fort Collins and northern Colorado but are scared of snows, the earliest recorded snow in Fort Collins history is September 12th. And I can tell you that although the snow could happen that early, it's more than likely going to hold out until through September and into October. Now, one thing with my birthday again being in middle of November, I could always assume that I will have had at least one snowfall by then. And October 31st, Halloween, it was a coin flip. Are we gonna have 65 degrees and sunny? Or are we gonna have 35 degrees and snowy? It could go either way. And honestly, throughout October, you could definitely see, you know, 1 or 2 snowstorms, but with the highs being averaging around the mid 60s, that snow is gonna come and go. That is one of the favorite things about what people like moving here in northern Colorado. Even though we do get the snow, we get this beautiful sun, beautiful weather, gets rid of that snow rather quickly. But if you're planning, do plan accordingly and dress nicely. These are the days that you wake up, you wear a light jacket, get into work, and by the end of the day, you're wearing a t-shirt and you're sweating through it. And at the evening, go out for the dinner, go out for drinks. Again, a light jacket is what you're going to need throughout this season. So again, whether you're looking at going and watching some football, playing some football, having the students back in town, drinking a beer on some beautiful patios, watching the leaves change. Yeah, no more pool days, maybe a few more days on the lake, but listen to the elk bugles, go and enjoy some corn mazes. Hopefully all these different things help you understand why fall is my favorite season, and maybe a season that you could at least enjoy with a trip or potential move with your family here to northern Colorado. So again, hopefully this video brings you guys a lot of enjoyment and understanding of what fall looks like in Fort Collins, Colorado, and from my perspective, my favorite season. So maybe I'll go join you on a patio for a beer, or in the morning, pumpkin latte. You got it. So until next time, guys, take care.